During the time, the incident, after the incident, this saint, I mentioned it in one of the talks. This saint came, it wasn't a dream, it was real. I was sitting fully awake. So this person came from the heart of the desert. Anyway, I found out later on, I've never seen this saint before. I've never heard of his name. I never knew he existed. I never knew. So anyway, I checked. I found out that he happened to be a bishop in Egypt, and he had moved on, passed away 7 years ago. 7 years ago. He was a bishop and he had passed away 7 years ago. I saw him coming in real. No dream, nothing. I was fully awake. Anyway, this bishop went to build a monastery, to name it after St. George. And this bishop's body is actually placed in that monastery which I visited last year when we went to Egypt. The saint's name is Bimwa. I never heard of this name before until he appeared. Are you telling me they're dead? What dead? We're dead. They're alive. Come on. We need to grow up in our spirituality. We can't remain in kindergarten level. We need to graduate from university in the spiritual sense. So anyway, he went to build a monastery and to name it after St. George. In that part of Egypt, there's a lot of people that are kind of stubborn. And some of them are not Christian. A lot of them actually not Christian. So this bishop went to build a monastery. He came to buy this parcel of land to build a monastery for St. George. The people went at him full steam ahead against him. They said, there is no way in the world we will let you build a monastery and whatever you want. You're a Christian, we don't want you here, get out of here. So the bishop realized it's going to cause a lot of dramas and it could escalate and there could be bloodshed. To avoid all that, he used his wisdom and he retracted. He said, it's all right, I'm not going to build it. He went away and he asked St. George to intercede and intervene. He said, St. George, by the way, St. George used to appear to him and talk to him face to face. Yeah. Because Saint Bimwa is a saint on earth and in heaven. He was a saint and he's a saint forever. Anyway, so Saint George used to appear to him and talk to him. So he went to Saint George. He said, what do I do? These people are difficult. I don't want trouble. They don't mind even killing. Saint George, you intervene. Saint George went and appeared to those people. He taught them a lesson. They will never forget it for the rest of their life. They went to the bishop and begged him to come back and build the monastery for St. George. In fact, he asked for a small parcel of land. They gave him 10 times the size of what he was asking for. It's a massive monastery and a massive piece of land. It is in the hundreds of acres. And St. George's monastery was built because the warrior went and fixed them up. I pray, even though I am nowhere near the little toe of Saint Bimwa, I am nowhere near that, but I pray the Lord sometimes sends His saints and shake the grounds beneath certain people that are willingly seeking evil. Shake the ground beneath their feet to realize there is God. Put fear in their hearts to come back and ask for forgiveness. Amen.